Hello, OnlyFans babies. So I wanted to post a little cute little sexual energy that you can work with for the Scorpio slash Ophiuchus full moon solar eclipse, right? So this energy is very much giving heal our sexual trauma from the root, right? So touching yourself, you feel me? Also saying affirmations to yourself, wearing more sexier clothing, you feel me? Really getting into an energy of take me as I am to myself, right? Getting into taking you as you are without the adjustments, without the enhancements, without all of that nonsense, and just really embracing your sexual self before the energy that, we was shunned upon, right? Before they try to tell us, oh, well, you're over sexual. Oh, well, you're always horny. And it's like, no, this is how I express my most creative self, right? So the best way to really set a mood for yourself, to really get into you, right? Or even share this energy with your partner, whatever you feel called to do. First thing is put on some very sexual instrumental music, right? Because you don't want no words influencing the words and the thoughts that you're putting over this music, right? Because we want to speak on, oh, I love my body, I love my sexual self, I step into my sexual self. So all of these thoughts and all of these affirmations, you want to be able to spit these things over a clear beat, right? Just over some instrumental that makes you feel sexy in a sense, right? Also, after you get the tone right, get you some candles. Light the candles with cinnamon. Cinnamon is one of the most sexiest scents, right? Because when you smell cinnamon, there's something about cinnamon that reminds you of comfort. And honestly, sex is comfort. Outside of creativity, outside of giving birth, outside of exchanging in order to be able to give birth, sex is comfort. We should be able to go to sex with a comfort exchange with it, and stop thinking that we have too much sex or we don't have enough sex, or it's not given that. It's really heavy on the do what you please with your body. Just be more intentional. And the thing is too, like, when you really want to tap into masturbating with intentions and not just busting a nut but busting open your life, right? You really truly want to get into imagination. You really want to get into your third eye, you feel me? You really want to also embrace every part of your body, not just your boobs and your not just your lotus, but also your butt, your ankles, your toes, your ears, you feel me, your nose, your mouth. Really enhance and touch and vibrate with every single part of you, right? So you're building up some type of stamina, you're building up some type of discipline, you're building up, so that when you explode, you're exploding with intentions, you're exploding with your manifestations, right? You're exploding with the thought of, oh my God, these new beginnings. And that's the thing too, when you really understand that sexual energy, to be able to exchange with yourself on a whole nother level. Because see, being sexy is being vulnerable, being sexy is being gracious, being sexy is being soft. We have to stop mixing up our divine feminine and our divine masculine, thinking that our divine masculine is what should take over, in that sexual exchange. Our men don't want us to be her, they want us to be, oh, hey baby, you feel me, how you doing, a little bit of something, like, just don't overdo it. But first you have to be that way with yourself, touching yourself softly, feeling real, like, oh, let me put on a little bit of sexy music and really dancing in the mirror. Start off with a cute little slip gown. If you're not comfortable looking at yourself naked yet, start off with maybe a little slip gown, right? But in reality, it's really about what you think of yourself, how you imagine for yourself to look. Because maybe it takes imagination to create this whole different facade to see yourself. Because the way that you look at yourself in the mirror can only be the way that people project onto you. Like, oh, you're ugly. Oh, you got a big nose. Oh, it can be all those things. So maybe you just need to just open up your imagination again. Okay? So, yes. Now, back to what I was saying. Instrumental music. Cinnamon scent, cinnamon incense, you feel me? A little bit of cinnamon oil in a candle will also work and do you good. Maybe even boil some cinnamon sticks on the stove with a little bit of cinnamon oil and some pure spring water. You feel me? Boil a little up, get your house really going in that energy, right? Then also pick a space that's not your bedroom that you can really explore. So maybe the kitchen, maybe the living room, maybe the bathroom, like pick a different space. You feel me? And then also after that, just write down what you want out of this new sexual release from yourself, right? Because we're not only stepping into our sexual energy, but we're releasing the trauma of, right? So I want you to write a letter stating that sexual trauma that you are releasing. Is it, projections? Is it actually being touched? Is it being looked at wrong? Is it also people projecting and saying, oh, well, you got a grown woman body, and it's like you don't even realize you have a grown woman body. You just know you have a body, you feel me? And it's like, why should I be the guilt of my body because you don't know how to control your sexual urges? You feel me? So just really dig up all that sexual trauma. So that way also, when you bust that nut, that trauma first, because we busted many nuts today, okay? Today, Friday, Saturday, we're busting many nuts, okay? So this first nut, really bust it and release that trauma. Let that trauma be at the top of your peak. So that's what you're releasing, you feel me? And that's the thing too, like, trauma is the stepping stone into our true core being, okay? So I want you to keep that in mind. And really make you a bath also, a bath with a little bit of cinnamon oil, orange peels. Make sure you wash your orange peels off though, of course. Feel me? If you need a little bit more to get you going, get you a nice little warm bath. Nice warm, sit in there. Write your sexual traumas out in the bath. And that way stay in the bath and release that water out of the bath. You feel me? So you're also releasing that. So when you do bust that nice, firm, new opening of your self nut, it's like, oh wow, who is this? Okay, who is this? Okay, I love you, and baby, welcome to the Red Room.